Hello, everybody. Mike Raines and the Chicks are here. Your long national nightmare is over. Sean McDermott, terrible coach of the Buffalo Bills, fired, gone. I don't care about anyone trying to say that, they shouldn't have fired him. He would have. It's like, you have Josh Allen. You have supposedly the greatest quarterback in the NFL right now. Mahomes blew his leg out. Joe Burrow is constantly injured. Lamar Jackson didn't make the playoffs. Everyone and their mother was like, the red carpet has been thrown at the Buffalo Bills' feet. They can waltz into the Super Bowl. And here we are, AFC title game. They're not even there. They didn't even make it to the AFC title game when everyone told me that Josh Allen was just going to skate to a bowl. And, hey, someone's got to pay for it. Although, if you saw the press conference the Bills did after they fired him, not inspiring a lot of confidence. Did any of you see that press conference?
I read some about it that, like they were kind of like, who cares? They didn't show him any appreciation for his efforts or anything.
Oh, no. I mean, if you were a Buffalo Bills fan and you watched this press conference, I mean, it was time to lose sobriety very quickly. Whatever lubricants or intoxicants you indulge in, you should have partaken in them most generously. Because thinking that your ownership or the general manager knew what they were talking about, not happening. No confidence was being instilled by what these bozos were saying. The best part of all of it was the Bills drafted a wide receiver named Keon Coleman, and he was, to say the least, erratic. He got benched a bunch during the regular season for like missing meetings and like not having proper discipline and all that kind of like not great stuff. And then
better or worse than Brandon Ayuk?
Oh, yeah, a little better than Brandon Ayuk. Brandon, I'm out the door. And the Niners just announced, Brandon Ayuk is not coming back. He has played his last snap for the 49ers.
Have you spoken to him? Is he still alive? Do we know?
I assume he's alive, seeing as how they haven't announced that he's dead. And I'm sure if he was, the Niners would have been very happy to make that statement. So, little bad blood there between Ayuk and the Niners.
But I mean, with them not knowing really what's going on, I mean, I get it. I mean, they paid him what, like $18 million or
there we go.
It's not like they're not going to get that back eventually.
But I love that. That's what you. That should if you need like a stand and just like have that there the entire time.
I know.
And then when it's time for your art, you just take it off the stand and then like put your art up. That'd be great.
Mike, are you saying you don't want to see her on the screen because it's terrible?
No, I'm saying like the plug, like the fact that it's a plug is like awesome. We just have this like aggressive on-screen plug the whole time.
I just need to do what Christina does and have it.
Yeah.
In the background.
Yes. You just get a poster. Just like make a poster and tape it behind you. Chicks with Picks podcast on Instagram. Just boom. Yeah.
Because we're getting them views.
Right.
We're getting those views now. We got to get them over to the Instagram.
Right.
Did we break double digits? I don't know.
Well, yeah, we're on double digits consistently now. The dream is to hit 100. We're working on it. We're grinding for the triple ball.
But sorry to interrupt.
You guys are gonna make me get Instagram. I don't know.
Hey, live the dream. Live the dream.
Have an account. At least not a real one.
Yeah.
Fair.
Oh no! We tailed off. We only got 46 views for our last one. Apparently, America was like really into the wild card weekend, and they soured on us after that. But we will fight. We will continue to fight.
Three out of 4 last week.
Yes.
So yes. Tune in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Christina was the reverse small child.
Week do, guys? 6-7.
That was our bad week. That was the week that didn't work. We didn't work. We didn't gain the algorithm.
I know it kind of is.
We're gonna need to find a new algorithm gamer. We gotta replace the 4 guys that do the NFL Wordle thing. That's like all over my YouTube now. And the funniest thing about the NFL Wordle is that like one of the guys doesn't really talk that much, and everyone gives him shit for being like really quiet. And it's like, hey, like this is obviously like a low production value, couple of bros talking kind of podcast, and it's like they didn't expect to like accidentally trip the algorithm and go viral. So leave quiet guy alone. He's doing his best. But anyhow, so Keon Coleman, he not great, better than Brandon Ayuk, but not by much.
Trip around the sun there.
Yeah. But he basically, the gist of it is that they at this press conference made it clear that like the coaching staff were the ones that went to the general manager and were like, hey, we got to have this Keon Coleman guy. He is this absolute bust, this terrible player. McDermott and his coaches were the guys fighting for it. And then all these people found these videos of the Bills before the draft where the general manager was like, Coleman's my guy. I can't wait to draft Coleman. It's going to be so great. And everyone's like, you piece of shit. You absolute scum. You threw the coaching staff under the bus. You did all this bullshit. And this guy that didn't work out was your boy. He was your boy. There's like a very damning clip where a couple of guys are talking to Bean, that's the name of the general manager, who's now been promoted to head of football operations, which how the fuck does your team lose that game to the Broncos and you don't get fired, you get promoted? That's insane. And so Bean, a couple of his like assistants tell him, hey, this like Coleman ran a really slow 40 time at the combine. And Bean's reaction was, that's good. That will ward off other teams from him. It will be easier for us to draft him. I'm glad he ran a slow 40. So like Bean really wanted this guy. And then when they have the press conference, out of nowhere, they're like, that was a McDermott pick. That was other people who wanted him. And it's like, no, bro, we got you on video. We got you in 4K. We got you in high definition.
How is it that people in the year of 2026 still don't know about receipts?
Yeah, it's insane. It's like, if you said a thing, we will be able to find it and play it back for you. Like, you cannot hide from your past statements. That is how this works. Especially now where every team is being followed either by like an in-house studio production or by the NFL to have like more backstage content creation for everything. Because like everything, even the NFL exists only to create content now. And it's like the games aren't enough content, so
I've seen those on the social medias.
Right. But like the Bears, I mean, very obviously with Ben Johnson and everything else working out for them, the Bears have managed to get away from a lot of the bad stuff they did before this year. But one thing, and they better be thanking their lucky stars that Caleb Williams was slinging the rock around the way he was. Because there was a story before this season about how the Bears were locked in on Caleb at number 1, and they were like barely watching tape of anyone else. And that when they watched Drake May's tape, they were actually laughing at him and ridiculing how fucking terrible he was. And they were like, get that shit off our screen. That bum should be flipping burgers. So, I mean, like...
This 3...
Our
like,
Drake
our baby.
May?
Our baby. Our beautiful baby boy here in New England. They couldn't wait to piss on him. They were like, this bum, this palooka, whoever takes this kid... Whoever takes this kid is tanking their franchise for the next 10 years. I mean, the Bears were just so high on their own supply. And to that I say, lucky you that Caleb can throw it. Because, boy, if he didn't work out, you were going to look real dumb. Holy shit. So, yeah, all of that. I mean, it was just, it's just now, you're now in the era of the ultimate receipt, as Scarlett stated. Like, whatever, don't even try to pretend you didn't have your position previously. You need to come out and state, yeah, I thought this before, I was wrong. Because if you pretend you didn't say what you said before, people are going, hey, what about this? What about this? You this was you. You said this. This is what you said. So yeah. So boy, I mean, it's really amazing that it took like one season of Patriots being good for Buffalo to just fall apart like the Bluesmobile at the end of the movie. I mean, just what the hell? What the hell, Buffalo? Seriously. I mean, just incredible that they've managed to just run their franchise direct into the iceberg, and that's the end of them. And thanks to the Jets and Dolphins being also unbelievably bad, now it's just smooth sailing for the division for the foreseeable future for the Pats. I mean, like,
yikes.
Yeah. Hey, sorry.
I know
sorry, America.
I saw like a post on Instagram that said Mike Vrabel is now the longest tenured coach in the AFC East.
Yeah. Oh no!
Yes. Hired last January.
Yeah. Aaron Glenn, the coach of the Jets, is the only guy. Yeah, he probably got hired like a week or two after Vrabel. So yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. And the coach of the Bengals is now the longest tenured coach in the NFC North, and it's like, oh my God. And like, that guy has been on the hot seat for 2 years now. Like, but the Bengals are just so cheap, they won't fire a coach until his contract runs out, so they don't have to pay two coaches. So literally maintaining his job thanks to cheap ownership. So lucky dog you. But yeah, I mean, the one thing is that I don't know how I feel about Buffalo as a head coaching job, because you have Josh Allen, which means you've got the quarterback, but the rest of the roster kind of sucks. And it's very obvious from what happened to McDermott that management isn't a sort of, yeah, we don't know what we're doing, but we're going to give you this flawed team with Josh Allen, win a Super Bowl post haste, or you're next on the line. So, I mean, that's kind of like terrifying. It's a pretty high risk, high reward situation. I mean, if
you have people that like a challenge too, so somebody will take it. But
I mean, and the pay. I mean, like, NFL head coach pay is obscene. Someone said that, like, because the Steelers still have the rights to Mike Tomlin, like, he stepped down, so his contract is like still valid. So if Mike Tomlin's like, if some random team called up Mike Tomlin and said, hey, come coach for us, and he's like, I'm in, they would have to negotiate with a deal with the Steelers to get Tomlin out of his contract and then get him on their team. I saw some reporter said that Tomlin was making $20 million a year coaching the Steelers. And it's just like, I mean,
that's nice.
I don't care how fucking bad a team is. If you're like an offensive or defensive coordinator, you're probably making like between like $3 and $5 million a year. If you can bump that to 20, it's like, I'll coach 2 bad seasons and get fired and put $40 million in the bank. That's fine. Hey, remember when Mike Raines coached the Arizona Cardinals for 2 years and won like 8 games? Yeah, dog shit. Guess what? Check out my bank account.
If it's even half the year and I get 10 milli,
right? Well, that's the thing, is that
even if it's 1 month and I get like 1 milli.
Well, that's the thing, is that once you sign that contract, you're getting paid. You're getting paid. You're getting paid the whole thing. So
hey guys, I have an idea.
Right? No shit. Oh my God. Yeah. So it is. Yeah, that guy. That kind of money makes even the most untenable of jobs look reasonable. So, but you just look at all these job openings. It's like Arizona, terrible. Cleveland, terrible. I mean, Atlanta, you can either have the corpse of Kirk Cousins or Michael Penix, who's made out of glass. I mean, there's just so many. Like, Robert Saleh just went to the Titans. I think that's a smart move because they've got Cam Ward. He might be a real boy. He might actually be able to play quarterback, and if that's the case, then like you've got a chance. And what's really funny is I don't know if they were head coach versus head coach or it was like coordinator versus coordinator or whatever, but Liam Cohen and the Jaguars had just beaten the Niners, and like Liam Cohen's like a tiny scrawny dude and Robert Saleh is like a big beefy boy. And like Cohen was like, "Hey motherfucker, like stop talking shit about me or something." And Saleh was like, "I will fucking kill you." And Cohen was like, "Okay, whatever." Like Cohen was doing the whole like, I'm not gonna back down because I hope there's enough cops and other security here to prevent you from actually killing me, which is what would happen if we actually came to blows. It was like in all of Chris Jericho's books where like he like challenges like Brock Lesnar to a fight because he's mad at him. And he's like, I know that Brock would kill me if this actually happens, but I feel like I need to stand up for my boy. Because that was when Jericho didn't know that they were trying to hard way bust open Randy Orton with elbow strikes. And so Jericho's watching it, and Lesnar's like laying in elbows on Orton. And Jericho thinks that Lesnar's taking liberties with Orton. So when Lesnar gets to the back, Jericho's like, "What the fuck are you doing, bro? What kind of amateur hour Bush League, like, shooting on a dude bullshit was that?" And Lesnar was like, "I will fucking kill you." And Jericho's like, "I know, but I still have to yell at you for being unprofessional." And then people were like, Chris, it was a dumb work shoot thing. We shouldn't have fucking done it. It was a really bad idea, but we told Lesnar to legitimately hit Orton with elbows. It was very dumb." And then Jericho's like, "Well, now I need to yell at you people for being really stupid that way." But which is better for me because yelling at Brock is a stupid idea because he will actually kill me.
Right.
But yeah, so Saleh is now the coach of the Titans and Cohen is the coach of the Jaguars. So now twice a year we get that beef for a week. And so Saleh's got to get the Titans up to speed right quick because if he doesn't, it's going to be twice a year. He's going to get that frosty handshake from Cohen. "Good game, Rob. Good game." And Saleh's going to be like, "You fucking piece of shit. If I ever turn these Titans around, I'm going to fucking revel in it when we fucking beat your asses." And yeah, so yeah, there's the other team that's kind of interesting now is the Raiders because they have the number 1 overall draft pick. And they're obviously going to take this Fernando Mendoza, the quarterback from Indiana, who just won the national championship. And the best thing about Fernando is that he's like the world's biggest dork. He is like literally this ultra nerd Christian square who's probably never seen a hand of blackjack in his life. And like they interviewed him before the national championship and he said like his pregame meal is like dinosaur chicken tendies. I'm like not even joking. Yeah. Like he saw Dom Mysterio's dork level and went even he really Dom big and was like, "Tendies, fuck you, dino tendies."
Dino nuggies.
Exactly.
Incredible.
Oh god. Yeah, so everyone's laughing about that. Everyone's like the biggest Christian square is going to the city of sin to save the Raiders from their terribleness. But it's like that's the thing is that if you're potential head coach candidate guy, why would you not go to the Raiders? Because you've got Tom Brady on your coaching staff. I mean, you got Tom Brady in the ownership staff. Guy probably knows what he's doing about football a little bit. You're going to draft a kid who probably can throw the ball a little. You got building blocks. You have a little something, and you have
a nice new stadium in a city that's not negative 4,000 degrees.
Yeah. Oh yeah. My mom said the stadium was pretty nice. My mom went to the terrible game where the Patriots, for no reason, were lateraling, and then the Raiders got the lateral and ran it back and won the game. That unbelievable disaster of a game that happened. But the stadium's nice. It's a very nice stadium. Yeah, Vegas decided to just become this giant dynamo of professional sports over the course of like very short period of time. They got the Raiders. They have the Knights. Apparently, there's now a new problem with them getting the Oakland A's. Apparently, someone in Vegas owns the right to the name Las Vegas A's or something. So they're going to have to do some like trickery or rebrand the team. Not that the A's are any like great shakes. Oh, I mean, the Las Vegas A's is an incredibly easy name for them because it basically becomes the Aces because it's Las Vegas and it's an A. So it's like, boom, we got it. Even though the WNBA team already stole the name Aces, which again, the WNBA has like some of the best names for franchises. They're better than the men's names by far.
Duh.
Like
that W in there.
But yes, but I mean, I've mentioned this to Scarlett before, but the New York Knicks, which is a pant, and the Brooklyn Nets, which is a piece of equipment, those two names being part of New York are 1,000 times weaker than the New York Liberty, which is such a... You have the Statue of Liberty there. It is the most obvious name for a team, and no one went for it until the ladies' basketball team showed up. And we're like, yeah, we will take the cherry name for New York. We'll just do that. Because when I think of New York, you know what I think of when I think of... Yeah, Lady Brain. That powerful Lady Brain was just crackling with ideas. Mm-hmm. You know what I think of when I think of New York? I think of Nephilim. I think of giants. You know I don't. I don't know why... Like, and the best part about that was their baseball team and their football team. New York was like, we love giants. We're all, and it's like, why? Why would any city be like, you know what? We like large people. It's like, why? Why is giants your thing? Why is that your go-to? I don't get it. It's like how St. Louis was obsessed with Cardinals back in the day. But I mean, at least Cardinals were like a pretty bird that could be native to your land.
Like the states like 11 states too, so they got.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I don't. Yeah.
And only one of the ones they've landed in.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's just very silly, but I mean,
the Buffalo Bills don't seem to be confident that they're really gonna pull any big talent to go back to where we started, because. Like they're looking in house at the guy who's been their
offensive coordinator
season, and this guy is so unknown, I should say, or unhistoried, that if you try to look up Joe Brady, you get pictures of Tom Brady and Joe Montana.
I don't doubt that.
You don't get Joe Brady, right? So you have to put Buffalo Bills Joe Brady to get him. But anyway. He was interviewed by the Ravens, but also for probably an OC position.
Yeah.
So they might not even get to keep him. And if they bring on a different head coach like Brian DeBall, who they also interviewed, then they're probably going to lose their OC. So it comes down to, do we do the guy that we just got full time? Do we promote him or do we lose him? Yeah. Are they happy with him? At this point, I mean, they fired the head coach, but
that's the thing that I don't get about if you promote Brady, if you bump Brady from offensive coordinator to head coach,
aren't you making your problems with the offense systemic?
But B, also to me, it's just, to me, if you're going to pull this shit, if you're going to fire the guy that was getting you to the playoffs a lot, but not getting you over the hump, and then you just, do it in-house, that doesn't feel like the kick in the ass you need to give the team to tell them, hey, we actually have to get over the hump here. We actually have to do something to win this thing. Because a million years ago, when the Tampa Bay Buccaneers were constantly in the playoffs but never making it to the Super Bowl, Tony Dungy was their coach. And then the Buccaneer ownership fired Dungy, and people were like, oh my God, what are you doing? Dungy's been so good. You've made the playoffs so often. What are you doing, you lunatics? And then they went out and they traded the Raiders for John Gruden and got Gruden in there. And then Gruden basically walked in and was like, okay, motherfuckers, guess what? We have to win the title this year. Because the team fired their good coach. They gave a first-round draft pick to the Raiders for me. So I'm here to whip your asses and to get you a fucking Lombardi.
So
and
the
that
fact
happened.
that they gave
and they
John
won it.
Gruden a job when he was, the whole time he was unemployed as a coach, he was he was like the Rudy Giuliani of pundits out there, football pundits.
That was much later. This was much later.
This was before the Raiders picked him up. He was, while his brother was the coach of the Redskins, he was a freaking idiot in every TV spot, every time he opened his mouth. And then the Raiders picked him up, and then
that was the second stint with Gruden. Gruden was the coach of the Raiders before that.
I forgot. Yep.
Gruden was the coach before that. Basically, the Raiders lose to the Patriots on the tuck rule game. And everyone's like, oh, that's bullshit. The Raiders, and because the Patriots won the bowl that year, people were like, oh, that's bullshit. The Raiders would have beat them. Maybe the Raiders go on that run. Maybe the Raiders win the bowl. They got screwed, blah, blah, blah. And somehow, some way, the Buccaneers ownership was able to get Gruden away from the Raiders, and then they won the title, and that was that. And it's just, if you're going to fire a guy that's got you into the playoffs consistently, you have to take a big swing. You have to do something that tells people you're serious about fucking turning this ship around and getting to the promised land. And promoting the offensive coordinator and head coach does not feel like that kick in the ass. Do I know what that kick in the ass is? I don't know.
Because Brady did he pulled the offense out of the hole. He did. But as far as completions and some of their plays and things like that, move their stats up quite a bit. But it was a half a season. And
Brady's been their OC for 2 years now.
No, well, it was like he came over in the middle of the season. But, it hasn't been that much. It hasn't been enough, I don't know. It feels like he's kind of their fail-safe. And maybe they're teasing him because he's got other offers.
Yeah. Yeah, he, let's see. He's been the offensive coordinator for 2.5 years now, because in 2023 he became the interim offensive coordinator.
That's right, yeah.
And then they won, and then he's been the OC for 2 years on top of that. So, but I don't know. It would feel really weird to me if you were like, this team aggressively underachieved, and now we're just going to promote a guy on that team of underachievers. And I don't know. The whole thing feels weird to me, because Buffalo really should have won that game. They had the Broncos. They had them. And it's really strange that this was the breaking point for them. And I don't blame the refs. I think that weird interception catch play was correctly adjudicated. I know a lot of people are going to disagree with that, but I think that the Bronco intercepted that ball. And the 2 pass interference calls, the first one was not great, but there was a clear as day roughing the passer call on that play that was a penalty. And then the second pass interference was absolutely pass interference. So you can't blame the refs, because Josh Allen throwing the ball on the ground at the end of the first half and gifting the Broncos 3 points, that was really bad. That was really bad. And yeah, it really sucks, but this is what the Bills have done to themselves, where they haven't given Josh a lot on offense or defense. They make him put on the superhero cape, and when he has a weird game like he did, they're going to lose. And the fact that Denver...
Even watching the game, they kept saying, basically it's just Josh Allen playing.
Yeah.
Even the commentators were just saying that repeatedly, oh, it's just Josh.
It's because if you watch their gameplay, if they get a little bit behind, they get frustrated, they're just not making any headway, he just starts freaking playing every position at once.
Yes.
He runs the ball, he throws it to himself, he kicks it over to himself. Not seriously, but he just turns into this
true. That's all they were saying. He just turns
into this total multi-tool for 5 minutes, and then he throws an interception. But or drops it. But because that's what they rely on. Josh will pull them out of the fire. That's a lot of pressure.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I'm surprised. It hasn't broken him yet. So
Yeah.
Maybe it did with his little tears at the press conference. broke his soul.
Well, maybe his new baby will breathe new life into him. He'll come back a whole new person next season.
Yeah,
Freshly 30 years old.
maybe he'll obtain dad strength. Maybe he'll be even. Well, the thing is, at this point with the Bills, is that they had that window. They had that 5-year window of Patriots suckitude, and as people have pointed out, they just never played good enough in the regular season to get the 1 seed and have these playoffs go through Buffalo. They've always had to be on the road. They've always had to be at Arrowhead or in Cincinnati. No, I think they won that game. I think Cincinnati beat them in Buffalo, but the AFC title game has never been in Buffalo in the past, like, forever. I think this year ends a streak of like 8 years in a row where the Chiefs hosted the AFC title game. And it's just, if you're that good, you should have been the 1 seed one of these years, and you should have been able to, because there was 1 year where the Bills did get the Chiefs in Buffalo and they still lost to them, because that's just the way it is. But they've never had the bye week. They've never had the 1 seed, and you were in a division with the Patriots, who were bad, the Dolphins, who have always been bad, the Jets, who have always been bad. You were gifted 5 or 6 wins every year from your dog shit division. You should have been able to go 13-4, 14-3. 1 year, get the 1 seed, get the bye week, be all rested, and make the run. And they just never could do it. They, like, this year they had 1 game where they just got blown out by the Dolphins. Like, they just had a week where they lost to Miami like 500-0. And it's just like, how do you do that? How do you just, like, lose to such a division rival? How do you just lose to them in, like, stunningly terrible? The Dolphins beat them 30-13. Like,
wow.
How do you call out sick against Miami like that?
It's crazy. It just goes back to what we were saying before. Like, Josh Allen is not the whole team, and
he can't be.
They just keep putting too much on him, and obviously he's willing to, like, take that all on himself, but he shouldn't have to. Nope, and I think that's one of the biggest things.
I always wondered. I understand why teams have a QB1 and that's who starts. Okay, I get that, because you get used to who's throwing to you and the routes and whatever. But why don't they have, like the Saints had, for a bit with what's his face down there? Just 2 QBs. Let's have 2 QBs.
No, you can't do that. There's not enough practice time. You can't get 2 guys up to speed. There was a very funny thing I saw where some young coach, it might have even been Gruden. Crazy that we're talking about John Gruden so much this week. But there was some young coach on some roster, and they asked the offensive coordinator. They were on the Colts, and Peyton Manning was the quarterback, and Gruden, or whoever this young up-and-coming coach was, asked the offensive coordinator, he's like, hey, why don't the backup quarterbacks get any more practice time with the team? Why are they all just, like, fucking on the sidelines, like, coloring in coloring books and stuff? And the offensive coordinator said, if 18 goes down, we're fucked, and we don't practice, fucked. So it was just like...
No, I mean, just... like when when the Saints quarterback started getting a little long in the tooth, they threw in what's his name?
Taysom Hill. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But Hill's like
just
a gadget.
Little, yeah.
But
so
no.
let's have a gadget one on every team.
But I just think that I just think that they need to do something in this off season to really, like, show that they're making a move, because now they're in trouble. Now the Patriots are good in their division. So they're going to be they no longer win the division automatically now. Now they had to fight the Patriots for the division, which makes it harder to get the 1 seed and all that kind of stuff. I mean, Denver got the 1 seed this year because the Chiefs imploded, the Raiders are terrible, and the Chargers were like good but not great and limped into the playoffs. So I'm assuming that the Broncos probably went like 5-1 in their division.
I mean, it's almost like the Bills are in a rebuilding phase, but they're not really actually rebuilding.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing is you can't be rebuilding when you have Josh Allen. Like you just can't do that. Yeah, I was right. The Broncos went 5-1 in the division. The Broncos and Chargers both went 5-1, which meant the Chiefs and Raiders both went 1-5. Sucks to suck, Chiefs and Raiders. Oh my god. But yeah. So
I think we've eulogized them enough.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Fuck them. Fuck the Bills. So yeah, Josh committed 4 turnovers. I have no sympathy at all for him. They lost that game. Period. And on the other side, we had the Patriots. Speaking of turnovers, oh my god, the Patriots and Texans played the sloppiest game.
Oh
my god! Every fucking play was a turnover.
I was at work and I was on a 15-minute break.
And you saw 6 turnovers.
Turned the game on, and there was a pick 6 within that 15 minutes. And I was just like,
it was so
15 minutes in real time is like 4 minutes in football time. But what are the odds? Out of the whole game, I get 15 minutes of it, and it's a pick 6.
Yeah, it was really that bad. Oh, man. So, like, But yeah, that game was terrifying. I never felt good the whole way until the Patriots got to the 2-score lead late. And it was just really kind of obvious that Stroud was not going to be able to lead the Texans to like get 2 touchdowns. And so big sigh of relief. Also, that game, very importantly, broke the little girl curse. She was 0-8 going into that game, picking the winners. So the Patriots were the only team to survive her. They were the only ones to break her devil curse. So yeah, we're still waiting for her. Yeah, right team to do it. We're still waiting on her to pick the AFC and NFC conference games. So I hope she does because it's hilarious. But that all happened, and then the Bears and the Rams had an unbelievable game. I've heard people be like, the Bears were right to not go for 2 at the end. No, fuck you. Go for 2. You score that miracle touchdown. Caleb throws that 50-yard bomb for a touchdown. Soldier Field's going ape shit. Everyone's out of their minds. Ben Johnson, Mr. Good, Better, Best, you put up those goddamn 2 fingers. You send them out there. You get the 2 and you win the game. You
given how many 4th downs they went for it on, even though they were unsuccessful on a fair amount of them, they still should have just gone for the 2 at that point.
Right.
Instead of they went into overtime, right?
Right. They went into overtime. They lost. Yep.
Yeah.
And how many turnovers did they have in that game? Every other and every new play is another opportunity.
Yep.
Yeah. After the game, I texted Mike and I said, "Their better wasn't best."
Yes.
Oh. And they let it rest.
Yes. And the Rams got on their asses. The Rams posted a meme of a bear like biting a doorknob and then shutting the door behind it, and it said "Good, Better, Rest." Yeah. So. Yeah.
I mean, I have to say, the NFL social media teams this year have been on point.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's something that these teams have definitely gotten really good at, is making sure people care about them and follow them throughout the week. and throughout the off season. Because it's really funny how like little actual content the NFL churns out compared to the NBA and the NHL and all the rest of it. But they're still able to like make sure they keep themselves in front of you and they keep you engaged and following them, even though like now you're gonna have like 2 games, you have three games left for the rest of the season. But boy, howdy, are you gonna talk about those 3 games? You're gonna care.
Yeah, we see all the once they get back into, practice and OTAs and all that kind of stuff, you start seeing lots of footage. You see throws every day. You see who practiced today, who showed up today.
Mm-hmm.
You see all of their events. You see all of their arrests.
Yep.
And we got to have like at least 4 or 5 get arrested between now and then. So
yeah. Good news for I just looked at the Sunday Monday chart, and it looks like Boston and northern Massachusetts, which also means like southern New Hampshire, is going to get the full up to 24. So that's pretty good. But the rest of New England is going to get 12 to 18. Yeah, so
boy.
a foot at least. So yeah. So it's gonna the meatball. It will be spicy. So yeah.
Well, so that's the thing too, is they talked about the Rams and him not being able to win a cold weather game.
Yeah. They managed to. I mean, the Rams worked really hard to lose that game. They tried to lose that game, but they couldn't. And now that I look at this, fuck you, Josh Allen. We could have had a Bills-Patriots game in like a foot of snow, like 2 teams just trying to not die on the field. Like oh my god, Gillette Stadium like half full because it's half snowed in. Like it would have looked like a COVID game. Oh my god.
Boy.
More importantly for me, and actually for anyone who cared, the easiest under in the history of sports betting with 2 feet of snow coming down. What could you have set the total at? Like 10?
Right.
The final score is going to be like 6-3, maybe, if you could kick a field goal in that snow. Oh my god!
Funny, we don't know because we can't see the ball.
That was I may have told this story before on the pod, but I don't care. I'll tell it again. There was like 6-7 years ago. The Bills played the Colts, and one of the broadcasters says, the Colts are on the field warming up. We know this because they told us the Colts are on the field. We actually cannot see them because they were wearing white pants with white shirts and a white helmet. And it was just, the snow was already like more than ankle deep. It was like above your ankles deep snow on the ground. And the snow was like coming in sideways. It was, yeah, they were stealth. You couldn't see the Colts. I mean, you couldn't throw the ball if you were the Colts quarterback because you didn't know where your teammates were. They were unseeable.
Give them all glow sticks.
Yeah, exactly. And like, I just remember walking into work that day at the casino, and one of my coworkers doesn't gamble that much, hit me with a spear and said, "We are betting the under on this game right now." And I think the under on that game was like 28. And the game ended 13-7 because each team scored 1 touchdown in regulation, and then the Bills scored a touchdown in overtime to win it, and that was it. Because it was you couldn't throw the ball. It was very hard to run it because you were running in like 5 inches of snow. So it was just, oh my god, the sloppiest, shittiest game ever.
Well, I just remember thinking last week that it looked like it was the Bears who were not used to playing in the cold because they were dropping balls, right? Just dropping everything.
Oh my god,
it was terrible.
Oh my god,
and especially once it started snowing good, and they were stuff was dropping everywhere. It was freezing. They were, and I was like, okay, which one of these teams just came from California? Because
that plays in a dome, exactly. Which one's the California Dome team, and who's the cold weather team? Because I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing a difference between these two ball-dropping bunches of clods. Yeah, so...
Although, at least this time the Rams... Was it... Yeah, because it was the game before that the Rams whined that they... Or somebody was whining that they turned off the heat.
Oh, I have no idea.
The heat didn't work on one side of the field, and I don't remember. But anyway. It was the last game of the season. the warming benches were off or something.
Oh, and that's funny because I saw a video that the warming benches were too hot.
That's so funny. They're like Goldilocks.
Right. For the little tushies.
Yeah. So, let's see. So we covered. And last but not least, the Seahawks dog walked the 49ers. That was a horribly uncompetitive. Yeah.
We watched a murder.
Yeah. The only thing I want to bring up about that game, and I saw a little talk about it from some people, and those people warmed my heart. So bless you, people that care about weird, dumb stuff the way I do. The Seahawks run back the opening kickoff for a touchdown, and the Niners punter or kicker slide tackled and tried to trip the return man on his way to the end zone. Yeah, it didn't work. He got a penalty for unsportsmanlike conduct for going for a trip because it's illegal to do that. And I told Scarlett this when it happened, but I think that if he had successfully tripped the Seahawk, the refs should have awarded a touchdown to the Seahawks anyways, because no one else was catching him. And if the only way you can bring him down is an illegal tackle and he has a free run to the end zone, you can't reward that by just giving them a 15-yard penalty. Yep. You have to be like, no, fuck you, touchdown. And it is my favorite thing in the NFL rulebook that the NFL rulebook says that the referees have the discretion to award a touchdown if there is a, quote, palpably unfair act, end quote. And I love that term.
Threaten that?
Commanders Eagles, when the Commanders kept jumping off sides when the Eagles were going for the tush push in the NFC title game, the ref said, if you do not stop jumping off sides, we're just going to give them a touchdown. We're just going to give the Eagles a touchdown because 7 offsides in a row is a palpably unfair act. We are going to
and you're moving half the distance to the goal, where by now which is like an inch and a half.
It means nothing. Yeah, it means nothing. we can't even move the ball anymore because there's no more space to move the ball.
If we move the ball one time, it's going to go over the goal.
Yes. So I'm waiting. I mean, it may never happen in my lifetime, but hopefully in the next 100 years, we will have an important game in the NFL decided by a palpably unfair act. Which the most common use of that is a guy coming off the sidelines and tackling a ball carrier who's free and clear to the end zone. Apparently that happened in college once, a million years ago in college. Some kid was watching the other team run into the end zone for a touchdown. He's like, no, fuck that. And he just came off the sidelines and tackled the guy. And after he did that, the referees were like, no, fuck you, touchdown anyways. So that would be, but yeah, I totally thought that slide tackle trip would have qualified for an automatic touchdown. I wish it had happened because, man, we would have talked about that more than poor Josh Allen not winning again. Fuck you. So, again, I'm mad at you, Josh. We could have been playing in a foot of snow. Would have been the worst, but also best football game ever. It'd been great because, after the game's over, no one could have left Gillette. They would have all had to just stay in their cars overnight.
Oh no!
It would have been inescapable to get out of there in the middle of this blizzard. Oh my god!
Oh, that sounds horrible.
Yeah, it might have been so disastrous. They might have had to move the game up to noon so that everyone could get out of town before the death snow hit. But anyhow, we have to live with the games that we have, and we haven't even brought up the fact that the Broncos quarterback broke his ankle and is not playing this week. So yes, if you have been in a coma and you just woke up and decided to watch this podcast, breaking news. Jared Stidham, who has not played in the NFL, he's not thrown a pass in the NFL for 2 years, is the starting quarterback for the Denver Broncos in the AFC title
game. Did play a preseason game.
Yep, played him.
So I didn't, Yeah, I didn't know he was still around, to be honest with you. I remember when he was with the Patriots and whatever a while ago. And the thing is that the current Patriots coach did not have him on the team. Vrabel, he was not on the team when Vrabel was on. He was on the team when Belichick was on there. So it's, but anyway.
But Josh McDaniels was there for him, so he knows. They know him.
Yeah, so I had to look him up, and I just thought it was funny because one of the things I ran across just, doing a quick Google was this thing that I didn't realize was a Reddit post at first, but the title of it says, I watched film on every Jared Stidham snap this season, and I can honestly say, and I can understand why most analysts feel the Broncos have a chance at beating us. The tape speaks for itself. Can't believe Peyton had this demon on the bench ready to be unleashed in the AFCCS. And I'm like, wow, what did he do? Because I don't know what his stats are. I don't know if he played backup in a game or whatever. And it wasn't until I started reading the comments, because I didn't watch the video, that I realized that the video that he has here is actually him taking a knee. That's it. That's the whole, all of his snaps this year. So it was sarcastic. I just thought that was funny.
Yeah, that's silly.
Yeah. So
he took me like a boss. But
anyway. This game is now the Broncos have the money's coming in on Denver. This line was 5.5 earlier. It's down to 4.5 now. Total is 42.5. The one thing I'm going to say about this game, and I have heard a few people bring this up, but I really don't. I feel like it's not being brought up enough by enough people. Is that the whole argument that people have been using about the Denver Broncos and like, oh shit, Denver's like got this rock solid defense and they're gonna lock down the Patriots and Stidham will make enough plays to take care of business and get the win. Buffalo, who I don't think has much of an offense, and I forgot. So, bam, there we go. I've corrected my mistake. Thank you, ladies.
Mm-hmm.
But this allegedly juggernaut of a defense gave up 30 to the Bills, who I don't think they're Josh Allen and a bunch of UPS drivers. A few weeks ago against Jacksonville, they lost 34-20. So the Jags hung 34 on them. The Packers put up 26 against them. The Commanders, who Christina can tell you are not the greatest team in the NFL, the Commanders took them to overtime and put 26 on them.
Yep.
Like the only teams that they've shut down in recent memory and not put a lot of points against them were the decimated by injury Chiefs and the Chargers, who actually were not trying and had their backup quarterback and other people in. So going from that Commanders game, they give up 26 to the Commanders, 17 to the Raiders, who aren't terrible, then the 26 to the Packers, 34 to the Jags, and then the Chiefs and the Broncos, who suck, and then their first playoff game, they give up a 30 ball to Josh Allen and the UPS drivers. So, like, their last 3 games against real competition, 26, 34, 30. That's not great. Teams are scoring on the Broncos, and they're scoring consistently.
The Patriots are going to dog walk them.
From your lips to God's ears. From your lips to God's ears.
I don't like the Patriots, just because they're the Patriots. I like Drake May. I like, but it's because they were a dynasty at one point team, and I really see that happen again.
Yep.
But the Patriots are going to friggin' dog walk them. There's just no way. I can't. I can't think of it. I mean, and the odds of a Nick Foles too? No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So I'm taking the Patriots. I'm taking the over. I think this was originally at 40, and then America started betting the over here. I'm a little worried about taking the over. I'm still taking it, but I'm afraid that Denver's not going to score much because, like, Jared Stidham is Jared Stidham. I mean, I just don't see it. And that's the other thing is like I know people are gonna be like, oh, the Texans are bad and the Chargers are bad. The Patriots have locked these teams down. The Patriots defense has been good in the playoffs. Like I just
better than I've seen all year.
Yeah, I just it's really funny. I feel like the Patriots are getting no respect, which is kind of like the right move if you're a sports pundit. Just talk shit about the Patriots because you are hoping the Rams or the Seahawks will beat them in the bowl, and that way you look right. And that's just it. And if the Patriots do lose to Jarrett Stidham, I mean, I've heard so many Patriots fans and Patriots media people whining and trying to talk about this being a game and all this. To all of you media people that are doing this and posting on your podcasts or your social media feeds or whatever, shut up. Nobody wants to hear this. Nobody wants to hear you talking up Jarrett Stidham. Nobody wants to hear you talking about, oh, the Patriots' offensive line isn't that good. Nobody wants to listen to you talking about how the Denver's got a great defense and the Patriots have never won in the playoffs at Mile High. And shut up. We are the lucky-ass team that has luck-assed our way into an AFC title game against a backup quarterback who hasn't thrown a ball in a real game in over 2 years. Take your good fortune and be happy for it.
The Patriots fans need this moment.
Yes.
We have not had this moment.
Like a real team.
5 years. 5 agonizing years.
But play them like a real team.
I hope we never play a real team.
No, but play them like they're real. I mean, just because it's a backup, don't take it as
no, we're going to play them like a real team. We're going to smash them. I believe in all that. We're going to play a real game. But, I mean
that's why the Patriots coach and, all them, they're like, oh, yeah, he's a formidable opponent.
They're going to blow all the smoke up his ass they possibly can. No, goddamn way they're not going to. But, I mean, it's what you do. It's what you do in this spot. You got to talk the guy up. But I just don't see it. The one thing I will say is that there's a big difference in this game if at halftime it's 17-10 Patriots instead of 10-3 Patriots, because if Stidham and the Broncos can get a touchdown, they can do a little something, then you feel better about what's going on. But if you're that defense and it's like 10-3 or 13-3 at the half and you hit one long field goal because it's Denver and you can hit long field goals, but the offense can't move the fucking ball and it sucks. Like eventually at some point your dog shit offense poisons the mind of your defense. And your defense is just like, you know what? This guy can't do it. This guy actually can't do it. We're fucked. And then eventually the game just totally gets out of hand and it gets away from you because it's just, you just know. It's like you have this 12-play drive, you get a sack on the Patriots, knock them out of field goal range. You're like, oh, thank God. Then the Patriots punt, and then Stidham goes like run for 2 yards, incomplete. You punt it right back, and you're like, God fucking damn it. Can you get one first down and give us a breather? Can you do any? And it's like, no, they actually can't. It was like that game the Niners played against the Philadelphia Eagles where their starting quarterback injured his elbow and couldn't throw the ball. And then their backup came in and their backup also got injured. So they literally didn't have anybody on the roster who could throw a forward pass. So like the Niners were just handing the ball off on offense every play, and Philadelphia beat them 700-0. It was the most. They literally changed the NFL rules and allowed you to have a third emergency quarterback on the roster after that game because they were like, yeah, that's really not watchable television when one team cannot play offense.
There were so many heart attack games this year that people really want to see that competition, though.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
They don't want a boring game.
No.
And as much as you say you hate it when you see some sloppy play or they jockey back and forth and stuff or whatever, and but when the game is won in the last 2 minutes or sometimes overtime, those are the best games.
Yeah. But you can get there by a slop or you can get there by a clean play. So yeah. But we'll see. And now it's time for the randomizer. Randomizer, what say you?
I need to preface this by saying the randomizer's views and opinions are not my own.
Yeah.
Because the randomizer has picked the Broncos.
Boo, boo, boo. Okay. Yes.
That one is so short.
Yeah. And there we go. Now the die. Come on, nat 20 for the Pats. One time. One time in your life, die.
Scarlett shouldn't have rolled it.
A 9.
Patriots win, but the Broncos cover. Fair. Okay. I mean that's gonna be way sweatier than I want it to be, but I'll take it.
Excuse me.
Nat 20 for the over. Let's have fun.
Oh, George, what do we do? Oh,
God, hard under. Okay. The die hates fun, but at least the die has the Patriots crawling over the finish line. I'll take it.
Yep.
I'll take it. The thing is, you really can't say it'll make sense at the end because there's only 2 games. So it doesn't make sense right now. Did you just delete it? Did you just delete what you were going to...
No, look at the ad.
Boom. Boom. What an ad.
Right?
Wow.
That's some primo product placement. I love it. Okay. Yeah, we got a snow... We are doing the seasons. We are very obviously doing the seasons. And I've got to say, if the Patriot was drawn with a little more like artiness to him, that why? Oh God! You should have done the 9 for the other one. You should have done the Booty because Booty and May are the connection. I know that we love Tom. But
well, the TB12 snowman has a carrot nose.
Yeah.
And the Drake May one has a cookie nose.
Of course he does.
Does the TB12 one have any rings on him?
I'm going to do that right now.
But
also, speaking of cookies, Mark, our number 1 fan, he made some Bakemas cookies.
Oh God! Awesome.
Yeah, he gave them to us on Sunday.
Oh, what I was going to say,
Mark,
if your Patriot had been drawn with a little more detail and like a little more work on him, your Bronco in the forest was like a beautiful cozy core bit of art. Like if the Patriot was at that level of detail, I'd be like, we're doing it. Like Corn Dog or whatever his name is, you're coming for his ass at this point. Like we're almost there.
Oh, I mean, no!
Like Corn Doggy, whatever that prick. We're coming for the throne. We're gonna be the new makers of cozy core art for the NFL.
Well, I can try.
Yes, I believe in you. I believe in the heart of the card.
I can try.
Maybe bulk him up with like a snowsuit or something.
Yeah, put a jacket on him. Have him like shoveling. Actually, what you can do now is you can put snow up to his waist and just put a jacket over him because he's just in the blizzard.
Yes,
he needs the groundhog thing.
The giant puffy jackets that they get to wear.
Yes,
that I want.
Exactly. Yes.
Yes.
Oh man. So anyhow, this brings us to the evening game. The Seahawks and the Rams. The NFL is so lucky that like the only section of America that's not about to be destroyed is the section that's hosting both these games.
Yeah.
I mean, it is truly incredible. I mean, oh my God.
Right, even like Florida is supposed to get like covered in ice.
Yeah. The Seahawks are a 2.5-point favorite. The total's 46.5. The thing about this game is like my initial first reaction is, oh, Seattle's going to fucking kill them. But then my pause and reflect reaction is, I think the 49ers were actually terrible. I think they weren't going to pose much resistance to anybody. So this is the Seahawks' first real game of the playoffs. The Rams and the Seahawks have played 2 absolute dogfights in the regular season this year. So this is a real close game. This is going to be super tough. I lean Seattle, but if the Rams win the game, it will not remove my socks. My socks will remain attached to my feet. But this is a really close game. It's the most boring idiot. Any person could tell you this, like commentary on this game, but it really just comes down to, does Sam Darnold turn into a pumpkin or not? Because until Sam Darnold's holding that Lombardi on that stage and the green and blue confetti is falling on him and the rest of his team, everyone's just going to look at this fucking idiot who washed out with every other team he's been on, except for the Vikings, who he was good with last year. And they're just going to go, really? Really? This dum-dum's just going to win it all? And it's just like, oh my God. It's just like, if you're a Seahawks fan and the Seahawks are down 4 with 2 minutes left and they got 2 timeouts and the ball on their own 25-yard line, are you really like, yeah, we got this? Sam Darnold's going to come through for us. Like, like now with Allen knocked out of the playoffs, I mean, Matt Stafford, maybe I would have probably my confidence level with Stafford to be a little reasonable, but like May's too young. Stafford, Darnold is who he is, and if the Patriots are up 4 with 2 minutes left and Jarrett Stidham goes down the field and beats them, then there is no God, or there is a God and he fucking hates me. I mean, that's all I can say about that. So it's like, but we'll see. We got a million things to do. Oh yeah, look at him. Oh, now he looks sweet. Oh, he's swaggy now. I love him.
And he's got rings now. And his little puffer.
He only got 6 fingers, so he doesn't have enough for all the rings.
He actually needs one more finger for his 7th ring.
All right.
Even though he didn't win it with ring up his nose. That's his Buccaneer ring, is his nose ring. But I'm rebooting brain now. Okay, Brain Online. Yep, Seattle under. I think this will be kind of a rock fight of a game.
There we go.
Yes, there we go. A bit of a rock fight of a game, and I think, 2.5's really no points at all, so I think Seattle wins it. But this will be an interesting game. If the Rams win, I'll be happier because I feel like the Rams defense is easier for the Patriots to exploit than the Seahawks defense. Because the Rams give up pass plays. So if you let Drake May throw some bombs on you, I like Drake May's chances. I will say that I feel like if the Patriots win their game, I feel like the Patriots are going to be like a 2.5 to 3 point dog against either of the NFC teams. But it's going to be weird because the Seahawks are a small market. The Rams are in LA, but no one cares about the Rams in LA. Like, Los Angeles is a basketball and baseball town because the Dodgers just buy all the good players and win the World Series every now. So it's like, the Rams are like, hey, we're really good. You should follow us. And people are like, shut up, Rams. We don't care about you. So it's just weird.
They only care about one person.
Nope. They care about one person, and that's Shohei Ohtani.
That's Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yeah, right. Now that's the dream. That'd be the dream, is that like the Rams are up 6, like 4 minutes left. They get the ball. Stafford hits a big pass to put him in field goal range, put him up 2 scores. As he throws that pass, he just gets absolutely trucked by some Seahawk, and he's out for the bowl. And Jimmy G is our opponent in the Super Bowl. That'd be the amount of you fucking pricks didn't play anybody. It'd be so magical. The national media's tears, everyone being so angry at us. I would relish it. I'd be so happy. People like, you fucking don't deserve it. Fucking Mickey Mouse ring. Like, can't hear you over our 7 rings. Can't hear you over being the most dominant team of all time.
Garoppolo watch on extreme low.
Oh, yes, right now, but we're 1 hit away from extreme high Garoppolo watch. We can only hope. 2 weeks of people trying to talk themselves into Jimmy Garoppolo winning a Super Bowl for the Rams. That'd be incredible. Be the most magical 2 weeks ever. And then the Patriots dog walk them. Just like Christina said, they're going to dog walk the Broncos. So, Christina, how do you feel about this game?
Okay, so I mean, I kind of feel like it is sort of a toss-up. But from a vibe perspective, like if I just totally go with the feeling on this, I want Sam Darnold to win because I want him to be able to turn around to the Jets and be like, "Yo, just kiss my ass." And all the other teams, that he was with, because I just think he found a place where he finally fits in, or something. I don't know. Yeah. He seems to be thriving there. On the other hand, I mean, the Rams are a good team. I don't think they're a great team. I don't think either one of them are a great team. I'm kind of baffled on how either one of them got to where they are at this point. Apparently they're good enough. So I'm gonna go Seahawks, and I don't know. I think I'm gonna go under. I think it's gonna be a slog.
Yep, that's what I'm hoping for. So, so now it is time for the randomizer.
All right, the randomizer said, "Police sent me an invite to the wedding and picked my future brother-in-law."
Oh my god!
Oh, no. Okay, man, I'm conflicted here because of our love affair of the Rams, but I'm still gonna make the die a Seahawk die here. So high numbers Seahawks.
I'm not really a fan of the Rams though.
Low number Rams. There we go.
I'd say I think this is the first time that you and I have agreed on all the games in a weekend, Mike.
Well, it's only 2, so
right.
Yep, and the Rams win. The die has given us a Ram W. So Rams money line and the total. Well, that one time.
Well, hopefully the die is infested with the spirit of the little girl. So
yes.
Oh man! Well, the thing that's really fun about the little girl now is if she does the picks, it doesn't matter who she picks for the Patriot Bronco game, because if she picks the Broncos, she's cursed them, and if she picks the Patriots, we've already broken her curse, so she can't hurt us.
Yeah,
yeah. Right. So she's only killing the team of the Seahawks and Rams that she picks. But if she picks the Broncos, then we just double whammy her. We just bam, we got the double tap if she does take the Broncos. So yeah. But yeah, so we got Rams in the under according to the die. So, oh man, die's being mean.
And scrolling through the Facebook, make way for Drake May, and a potential blizzard. It's the make way for ducklings.
Oh, that's so cute.
I know. Okay. Anyway.
Yeah. Oh my god, this is you need to post this to the gram immediately. This is your finest work. This is so cozy. Oh my god. This is the most comfortable, the most chill, the most relaxed. Oh, this is 10 out of 10, no notes. Yes. Oh man.
Well, except you did have notes. You just bashed my Patriot.
Now it's 10-10, no notes. You've done it. You've banged it out. What I love about that is that you actually explained what notes means, which makes me laugh. You're like, no, Mike, you gave us notes. You actually did give notes. Actually, everyone gave you notes because you wanted rings on the.
Everything about my first picture.
You weren't criticizing. Just helping.
But again, did I not say that the Bronco was a banger? I said the Bronco was an absolute fucking banger. We're coming for now. The whole thing. We're coming for Corn Doggy. His spot on the throne is in jeopardy now. We're gonna get
really do like this Patriot with the puffer jacket. It does look better.
Yeah. Yes.
Maybe from here on out, I should just draw him with a puffer.
Or just clothes in general.
Clothes in general.
Just
Okay.
Yeah.
Step up my quality just a little bit.
let's go a touch, a smidge. Yes.
I say that after all of that criticism, we make Mike do the Super Bowl drawing.
Oh,
You will get nothing. You will get absolutely nothing. Don't worry about it. You want me to do the Super Bowl drawing? Guess what? I'm going to go to AI and be like, yo, AI, give me Cozy Core,
Yuck.
Patriots and
Burn
Rams.
down Memphis for, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes! Look at that Ram!
Oh, everyone's getting a moment.
Very good at
to
the four-legged
shine.
ones.
Yep.
I will say, I am
that
sick of drawing horses. Oh my god.
Well, then you're oh.
If
So-
anyone ends up with the Broncos next year,
No,
change your mind.
no. If someone picks the Broncos next year, or if, God forbid, the Broncos make the Super Bowl, you just got to do the Umazumi and just make them a horse girl. Have you not seen?
Oh yeah. Oh, but then I have to draw another.
You have to draw a person, yes, but you just get. I mean, if you're sick of horses, you have never drawn an anime chick on the podcast before, so I think
I have not.
right. So this would be a bold new world for us, which again, hopefully, we will not deal with because the Patriots will, again, in Christina's words, dog walk the Broncos.
Right.
So I mean,
Right.
yeah,
Maybe Mike saying that it'll get picked up in the algorithm.
yes.
Ooh,
Say
yeah.
it again.
Horse girls. We're doing a horse girl anime here. That's what it's all about. I don't know how to say the actual. I'm saying Umazumi. I have no idea if that's right.
It's good enough.
Yeah, but yeah. So there you go. We got into our picks. I don't know, 50 minutes into our 15 pods. Yeah, we only had 2 games. We had to talk about a lot of firings and a lot of games this week.
We're playing the algorithm game. Then let me just say, Minneapolis, Bovino, Davos.
Donald Trump's grotesquely bruised left hand.
AOC, and what's it? I think
I'm trying to think what else. What's popular?
Hashtag the Traders US.
Jack Smith. Okay, I'm done.
Yep, well, we did it. Bam. Algorithm gained. We're totally going to hit 200 views this week. Good night, everybody. Bye, Mark.
Bye, Mark.
Bye, Mark. Bye.
Bye.